And let's create the same set of charts using ggplot, and you'll see that the ggplot plots much nicer, and it's not very difficult to do. So let's copy that part. Okay, so all the AGGs will work exactly like before. Now instead of bar plot, we have to change that, and we're going to have to save the plots in a plot object. So let's call it plot1. Okay, ggplot data equal to AGG. Okay, and then mapping equal to AES. Here X is, okay, so for in each and every one of these cases, X is going to come from group 1, Y is going to come from this column called X. So this is kind of confusing. So the x-axis is going to be group 1, and the y-axis is going to come from this column called X. So X is equal to AGG group 1 and Y equal to, well, we've already done data as AGG, so all we need to do is to that. And Y equal to X, and remember this X is the column called X in this data. Okay, and one more thing, this has to be factor group 1, and we're going to plot this with geom bar. Okay, geom bar, and since we're going to have to plot the value in the y-axis, we need to state stat equal to identity. And then we have xlab equal to day of week plus ylab is percentage delayed. Okay. Now if you want to look at, okay, if you run this line of code, you won't see anything because the plot will be saved in this object. So if you want to just check it out, see whether it's running properly, then just highlight the section of the code that you want to run, and then you run that, and then you will see the code. But of course it's not, I didn't run AGG, so let's run AGG and then look at the weekly plot. Okay, so now we need to change the tick marks, and you do that using scale x discrete. Scale x discrete. Okay, and on the labels equal to the weekday list. Okay, so now let's run without setting it equal to the plot object. Okay, so now it's run. So now if you undo the highlight and run that, and that will get saved in plot 1. Okay, so I'm going to copy that part in each of these and remove the bar plot, and put the ggplot there and make the necessary changes. Okay, and the what's going to get plotted is the same thing. The only thing we have to change is the x lab and the x-axis. So this is destination. Okay. Now we don't need that. We need to make that plot 2. So let's first run. We need to take that off. Let's run the code and see whether it's okay. Oh, I didn't run the AGG, so I have to run the AGG. And then that one. Okay, so that's good. So that's all we have to do again. Next, this part plot is gone. So now you have a departure time. So X lab is departure time. Right, so run these 2 lines of AGG. Okay, and then change this to 3 though. Okay, let's run the code and see whether. Alright, so that's good. Now we are not saving the plot, so we will go back and run each of these plots afterwards. Okay, so plot 4 is carrier, so that should be carrier. Okay, I just ran AGG, now run that part, and we have the carrier right. And then plot 5 is origin, so we do origin here. Okay, now run AGG and run the gplot to see, so that works fine. So now take that off, and plot 6 is weather. Okay, run that and then run the ggplot. Okay, all right, so now I'm going to start from here, okay, and all the way through here. So all the plots are generated, right? So now we need to arrange these, and that comes from, that's part of the library grid extra. Okay, so that's the one that we were using, and grid arrange. Okay, so now we list all the plots to be arranged: plot 1, plot 2, plot 3, plot 4, plot 5, plot 6, and then specify so how many rows you want. n row equal to 3, n column equal to n col equal to 2. So now we've already prepared all the plots. So run this grid arrange, and you see, and looks. I think it looks much better than the other one.